From the people who help you know your competition, InteliChek presents the Multi-Point Inspection Podcast. The Multi-Point Inspection Podcast brings you news and stories from the automotive world told in an informative and entertaining way. Previously on the Multi-Point Inspection Podcast.
Exit 42 onto State Route 222 towards Danville.
When I first drove out to the BlueOval City site in November of last year, I was pretty impressed with how much progress had been made in just 2 months since they broke ground. But from the main road, all you could really see at the time was a bunch of cranes, construction trailers, and one huge building that was starting to take shape. Fast forward a few months to February of 2023, and I decided to take another trip out to the site. It was on a Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday to be exact, and there was a noticeable difference. On Friday, March the 24th, Ford hosted BlueOval City Live, the first on-site event since it broke ground in February of 2022. The event included booths, presentations that included Bill Lee, the governor of Tennessee, and Ford president and CEO Jim Farley, and a tour of the construction site for the media. And the Multi-Point Inspection Podcast was invited to see the progress.
Welcome to BlueOval City. It's fantastic here, isn't it? You come in and you're like awestruck. I am every day when I come here. We're going to take a tour through the site.
This is Donna Langford, construction project manager at Ford Land.
And we are going to do a loop around the entire site. The site is 4,500 acres of construction right now.
Members of the media boarded a tour bus and drove the site, dodging heavy equipment as the construction at BlueOval City never stops. I know it's hard to grasp the scope of this project in audio format, but this is a massive undertaking. Be sure to check out InteliChek's YouTube channel for a video of the tour.
We put in over 1,400 caissons in the building that we're approaching. That is heavy structure that goes into the ground, 85 feet deep. So every day we have about 1,000 contractors come through this gate that we're going through right now. The other side of the site has also almost 1,000 subcontractors working on their site, so almost 2,000 total. On your right is the battery plant. You're looking at the far west end of the building. This building is 3,500 feet long. From this perspective, it is 900 feet wide. So what you're seeing right there is the far west end, and we're going to drive almost the length of it today. It's about 50% constructed right now. You can see the steel is making great progress. See the cranes in the air? Those cranes erect steel every day except for high wind days. This building is 3 million square feet when it's finished. Right now, like I said, we're about 50%.
And that's just for the battery plant, the 3 million square feet?
Yes, that's just the battery plant. We're making our way through the rest of the site, and we'll see the assembly side where the vehicles are assembled.
With all of the supply chain issues of late, the rainy West Tennessee winter, and worker shortages constantly in the news, it would be understandable if construction of the site was lagging behind. But Donna Langford says that BlueOval City is right on schedule.
So we're seeing delay on materials. However, actually plan for that, the long lead items, and we get an early start with our long lead items. So going quite well. In front of us is carrying a load of panels. If you see the siding on the building, these are very large wide panels that are insulated metal. And yeah, you can see that we're keeping up with the construction. As soon as the steel is erected and ready for the panels, they're going on with the siding and the roofing. You can see the weather has impacted some of the work here, but we are right on schedule. And these guys are working every day in great conditions and tough conditions.
And I kind of geeked out over the fact that one steel beam that will be erected at BlueOval City will have the Multi-Point Inspection Podcast stamp on it.
Later, when you go back to the tent, you can sign a beam that is placed there so that you can have a hand in the steel that's going up. We have delivered 1 million tons of stone that weighs approximately the same as 6,500 Boeing 747 planes. I would not have known that comparison in weight, but I do know that we put a 1 million tons of stone here.
On the other side of the site, the buildings are set up in a linear format for the assembly line, a stamping pit, body shop, paint shop, and then on to the final assembly. Lastly, a rail line will connect to the site to transport the trucks.
We're going in the direction of process or the assembly. On your left, you got the stamping pit, stamping out the body of the vehicle. The building that's under construction here just to your left is the body shop, pretty large building. All of the buildings on this side together are the same square footage as the one building at the battery plant. The paint is the next building in the process line where the vehicles are painted. In the distance, the gap between the steel and the steel over on the left in the far distance is the final assembly where the trucks are completed. Straight ahead in the distance, about 3/4 of a mile away, straight ahead from where we're driving, is the Naval Yard, the North American Vehicle Logistics Yard, where a rail spur coming off the main rail line to feed our site with a railway that will load vehicles on and take them out to the world.
Again, it's hard to comprehend just how massive this project is, so Donna helped us understand with some interesting factoids.
You see the large earth-moving equipment that's crossing our path in front of us here, those things run pretty much 24/7 moving earth. Hopefully they'll be wrapping up pretty soon. We've moved more than 10 million cubic yards of soil, enough to fill the Empire State Building 6 times. We poured enough concrete to fill the aquarium 90 times. The Tennessee Aquarium. Yeah, 90 times, that's a lot. Erected 39,000 tons of structural steel, equal to the weight of 175 Statues of Liberty. So that's a lot of steel. So 1 year ago, in February, we started moving earth here. And here we are today with substantial, approximately 50% completion.
And this concludes your tour of BlueOval City. Next, we'll head inside to hear from Tennessee Governor Bill Lee, Ford President and CEO Jim Farley, who will talk about the revolutionary truck being produced here, and others after the break.
So we have got your approachable material in our store, and I've kept track. I've had 13 different customers come to me who were in for regular repairs and say, oh my gosh, I want to get my oil changed because I did not realize that your price was cheaper than Jiffy Lube. I didn't realize your price was cheaper than Walmart. And, people didn't know. And it helped us gain some business that we weren't getting before.
Chris has been with Chevrolet for over 22 years and is talking about InteliChek's InteliShare Series. InteliShare contains all of our promotional tools that you can use to promote your favorable prices, including our Intella ads, the printable flyers that you can show off in easel displays, Intella Media for your digital media boards, and Intella widgets, so you can show off price comparisons on your website and even let your customers schedule from the widget. This is how you upsell your customers without hard selling them.
I placed 2 placards in the business center so they could see that while they're over there working on computers. Also placed it in our coffee area. We have a glass wall there, so when they walk in, as they're putting their creamer and sugar in their coffee, they're going to look up and see the pricing for our pricing as well as our competitors.
Call 877-827-7273 or go to InteliChek.com to find out more about how the InteliShare Series can help you grow your business. Inside the Ford tent, it was buzzing with media and the general public alike, taking in all the different booths from Ford and area businesses, including Livingston Soda Fountain that you might remember from episode 2 of the Multi-Point Inspection podcast.
I thought that turned out really well. Yeah.
The word's gotten out good.
Yes, it
We
did.
appreciate everything.
So excited to be here today. My name is David Sanderson, better known as the Dope Educator, and I am a recruitment advisor for Memphis Shelby County Schools right here in West Tennessee. So I stand before you today excited about the future of West Tennessee. To all of our students, educators, community leaders, government leaders, and our host of Ford, welcome to our future.
Ford's Global Director of Workforce Development, Liliana Ramirez, unveiled BlueOval Learning, which according to Ford will empower future workers to build an EV future in America. The program will strengthen skills, provide teacher support, and increase work-based learning experiences.
This high-tech complex will provide Ford's next all-new electric truck and advanced batteries for future electric vehicles. And in order to produce these electric trucks and batteries, we need a workforce trained in the latest battery and advanced manufacturing technologies. And that's why we're investing in developing the workforce in West Tennessee through a wide-ranging talent development initiative called BlueOval Learning. We're partnering with the Tennessee Board of Regents at Tennessee Colleges of Applied Technology to create a state-of-the-art training center that will be the hub for EV education resources and best-in-class training programs. Training Center will also serve as our premier onboarding location. We're working with higher education institutions, including technical colleges, community colleges, and universities, to build upon their education programs to develop pathways from education to employment at BlueOval City.
And next up, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee.
When we first drove here, I said to my team as we drove past her, I pointed down the road, said, my grandma lived right down there. And they said, no, that's not right. I said, oh yeah, all my life I've been driving to go see my family in Summerville. Never in my life did I anticipate that there would be this happening in rural West Tennessee. Welcome to one of the most exciting days celebrating one of the most exciting events in this region. It's an honor to join you to celebrate this historic achievement. Thank you for investing in the greatest state in the country. Tennessee has proven itself to be the best state in the nation to do business and the clear choice for the automotive industry, and there's a reason for that. We have the #1 business climate in America. We're the lowest tax state per capita of all 50 states. We have the lowest debt per capita of all 50 states. And these are just a few of the advantages that we offer companies like SKR, like Ford Motor Company, who choose to locate here. They also tap into our quality of life and our commitment to a highly skilled workforce. As one of the fastest growing states in the nation, Tennessee has worked to ensure that our workforce pipeline can stay ahead. Before I became governor, you've heard me say I ran a company that employed skilled workers, plumbers, pipers, welders, electricians. I have a deep appreciation for those who have the unique ability to connect their brain to their hands. And for the past 4 years, we have made significant investments in CTE education to make sure that those Tennesseans have a pathway to success. Last year alone, we put $500 million to expand middle school and high school CTE programs. And we're not stopping there. It was mentioned earlier, our colleges of applied technology. This year, we're proposing $1 billion investment in our colleges of applied technology master plan. This is going to expand the TCAT infrastructure across our state with a goal to train 10,000 new skilled workers per year to work in places just like this. Thank you for the partnership of Ford and SKR. The future of Tennessee, the future of West Tennessee in particular, is bright. This has been decades in the making. It's a day that people here have dreamed about. I've dreamed about. And a day that leaders across this region have worked tirelessly for. Tennessee's now at the center of the automotive universe. We're positioned to be a leader in the industry for decades to come.
We've been known as the home of the blues, the birthplace of rock and roll, and now all of West Tennessee will be known as the future of electric vehicles. So here to tell us all about it, ladies and gentlemen, please stand on your feet and give a warm welcome to Ford's President and CEO, Jim Farley.
So for all of us on the Ford leadership team, we've been waiting for this moment for years, as Mary said. We are going to make history here. And the progress we made already in such a short time is really incredible to us. You know, we've been in the car business for 120 years. We've built a lot of plants. And to see the progress here is really something. It's a testament for me to Bill Ford's personal vision for the company and for all the hard work for all the people here today. I want to thank you, Governor. Your support for this campus and innovation in West Tennessee, you helped make this day possible, and your team. It's my honor to welcome all of you to our new house, our new home here. And I will promise you one thing, we haven't talked about one thing that's super important, is that you're going to be even more proud of the truck we built here than all of this. Liliana and Mary said that BlueOval City is a lot more than just a truck dump. It's a source of high-tech education, great careers, community investment here in West Tennessee.
Farley promises that the plan itself is just as revolutionary as the truck it will produce, going as far to say that it will spark a new industrial revolution.
In roughly 30 months, I want you to fast forward, because right here we'll begin production of a vehicle that no one's ever seen. It's the most high-tech, most efficient manufacturing campus in the history of Ford that brought manufacturing to our country. In many ways, this plant is a capstone of the mission to transform our whole company. Ford is making cars, has been making cars before there were roads in America. We sparked the Industrial Revolution. And now, piece by piece, we are remaking Ford to lead the electric and, equally important, the digital era of the transportation. And we're going to lead something even bigger, a new industrial revolution in America. On this 3,600-acre facility is really a commitment to vertical integration, efficiency, and environmental innovation. BlueOval City is designed to be Ford's first carbon-neutral vehicle and battery manufacturing campus. Now this is going to say a lot because it's never really happened before. The assembly plant here on this site will only use carbon-free electricity from day one. For the first time, we're going to recover energy from all of our utility infrastructure and the geothermal system on site and use it to provide carbon-free heat to the entire assembly plant. Our new utility system is going to save 50 million gallons of water each year just because of the way we're reducing evaporation. And we plan to have zero fresh water use for assembly. Never happened before. Zero. And all the things we will build here, we will have zero waste to landfill. Nothing will go in a landfill from this facility. I believe people will come from around the world to tour this plant, and we will welcome them.
Ford has even considered the traffic congestion a project this large can cause to these small farming communities in West Tennessee, and has taken steps to reduce this.
We're finding ways to reduce the traffic congestion to the community. On site, as we build this, we have our own Lowe's store on campus. We have 2 equipment rental firms on site, pretty good business for them. We've also teamed up to have 3 dedicated batch cement plants on site. And for the community, that eliminates 280 heavy trucks moving cement every day on the public roads around here.
And evidently, the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent supply chain issues have caused Ford to revisit Henry Ford's assembly process with the Model T.
We're building a plant here that will assemble vehicles differently than we've been assembling vehicles for 120 years. The manufacturing footprint, even though it's huge, is actually 30% smaller than any plant that we would build for this kind of output. The new truck built here was designed from the ground up to be incredibly efficient to manufacture. And when you see it, it won't look like a normal car. It's a marvel of simplification. You know, our gas F-150, which is the best-selling vehicle in the United States and best-selling truck for 46 years, we have hundreds of thousands of combinations for customers. The Lightning has about 70 buildable combinations. The vehicle we'll build here will have just a fraction of that. And we're embracing vertical integration. We're actually going back to how Henry Ford set up the assembly line. We're going to do more of this ourselves. We're going to have a fully integrated battery manufacturing site. They'll first build cells, then we're going to build arrays that the cells go in, and then the arrays will go into battery packs. And within minutes of finishing the battery pack, they will go right into a truck. We're going to develop a full supplier park here on site to make high-value components like seats and cooling module assemblies. That will reduce freight costs, shipping times, and waste and inventory. We're building a high-velocity upfit center on site. It's the first time we've done this. We'll be able to install high-demand accessories like toolboxes and tonneau covers, and even spray-in bed liners using robots.
And now about the truck itself.
Now let's talk about the truck itself. I can't show you it today. I wish I could. But I do want to share you how much the excitement is growing inside Ford. I mean, we invented trucks. Trucks are in our blood, and we build a lot of great trucks. In fact, we're the only company that builds 100% of our full-size trucks in America. A great writer, P.J. O'Rourke, once described the American pickup. I've been around the world in the auto business. You can only find these trucks here in America. And he described an American pickup truck as a back porch with an engine attached. Well, I've been spending a lot of time with my team in the design studio on the new truck. And I can tell you this, the new truck you're going to build, it's a Millennium Falcon with a porch attached. The code name for the truck is T3. Remember the Model T? T3, because we want to make it innovative like no other truck. We also want it to be a pickup functionally. So we call it Trust the Truck. because there's a lot of tension in the company, and to make it so modern, it may not look like a truck or act like a truck, but it will. We've challenged ourselves to create a truck people can trust in the digital age. Now, this will be a fully software updatable vehicle. Literally, every morning you get in your truck that's built here, it will be better and different. It will learn how you use it. We're going to send software to it every day, every week, every month, every year to make your truck better. And we will start at home. It's going to feel comfortable at the job site. It's going to be able to tow and haul, but it also will have exportable power, much more than today. It'll have endless innovation that's going to make it easier to get work done easier and faster. We have the ambition with this truck that on a sunny day on the highway, you'll be able to take your eyes off the road, drive safely for you. So you can do more work and you can get time back every day when you buy this truck. Okay, now that's a small preview. Can't wait to show, there'll be more to come. But trust me when I tell you, it will be like no other truck you've ever seen or driven. It's going to be fast and quiet, and yes, it'll be smooth as Tennessee whiskey. And finally, you can trust it because it will be built here in this community. Because I know you're going to take pride in every single one you build and send out around the globe. I hope you realize that BlueOval City is a centerpiece of a new era of American manufacturing.
I would like to thank everyone at Ford Motor Company for inviting us to BlueOval City Live. You can find the Multi-Point Inspection podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And be sure to subscribe and give us a 5-star rating. It helps with the algorithm thingy. And check out our BlueOval City playlist on YouTube for videos of BlueOval City Live. Executive producer for the Multi-Point Inspection podcast is David Swan. It is written, produced, and narrated by me, Brandon Barnett. This episode's featured music is Bad Roots by Dario Benedetti. InteliChek. Know your competition.